Hello, this is Dan Ariely. I am sorry I'm not able to be there with you. I tried, it just didn't work out, so I'll just take a few minutes of your time saying that I'm sorry I'm not there and wishing you great success, because the question about mobility in the future of the world are tightly intertwined and incredibly important. But before I say something about behavioral economics and the topics that you're struggling with, I want to say that I love driving. And a few years ago, I bought a car with a stick shift. And I'm really enjoying it on a daily basis. Okay, anyway, that aside, there are two topics I want to talk about today. The first one is how people look at risk. And here's kind of a standard way to think about risk. Imagine I had 100 tickets, numbered from 1 to 100. And I picked one of them and I made a little red dot on it, on the side you don't see. And I say, if you pick one of those cards and you pick the one with the red dot, you'll get $1,000. You get $1,000. How much would you pay for that right? Now, if you think about the expected value, 100 tickets, $1,000, the expected value is 10. If you like risk, you'll pay a little bit more. If you don't like risk, you'll pay a little bit less, but that's how you would think about it. What if I said, look, I marked one of those and I'm giving you 50 tickets already. I'm giving you as a gift 50 tickets. You can't look at them yet, but I'm giving you 50 tickets. How much would you pay for the 50 first? Now, the expected value is still the same. It's still $10, but most people say not very much. But what about the third case? What if I gave you 99 tickets? I said, here's 100 tickets. I'm giving you 99 as a gift. You don't know where the red dot is. How much would you pay for the last one? People pay a lot of money for the last one. And this is the basic finding, that we love security. We love safety. That's why we buy insurance. We really want safety. And I think that a lot of things in the mobility space are actually about insurance. I think people are getting batteries that are way too big for what they really need. Just in case one day, by the way, it's also true for lots of other things, right? People get 4-wheel drive just in case. They get, we get a set of plates for 12 people just in case more people would come to dinner. We do lots of things. But in mobility, it's important. And why am I mentioning it now? Because I think that solutions for mobility that don't take into account the insurance component are going to underdeliver. The moment you understand that 99% is very different from 100, and people would pay for 100 but not for 99%, you understand that what we need for mobility is we need insurance. People need to know that when they wake up, they'll have a way to get to where they need to go, that when they need to, and so on. And a lot of what we're buying is insurance. Yes, there's all kinds of potential transportation, but I don't want to get stuck. That risk frightens me, and I'm thinking about it. So I want you to think about the insurance component, the peace of mind that people want. I'll give you another example. How much would you pay for health insurance that works on every day of the week aside from Tuesday? Would it be 1/7 less? No, it could be much less. Why? Because you could never relax. You would always wonder, like, oh my goodness, let me not get injured on Tuesday. For the actuarial science, it's worth 1/7 less. But for us as consumers, it's a very different story. So I think you need to think about peace of mind. How do we make sure that whatever solutions we offer, we get peace of mind? The second comment I want to make is about behavioral change. And in behavioral change, we really think about 4 different periods, and it's important to think about all of them. The first one is the first time we act differently. I don't take public transportation much, but the first time I would take public transportation has a lot of effort involved. I need to figure out where the buses are and how you pay for it and where you get on and where you get off and what can you do and what can you do if there is a seat, there isn't a seat, and so on. So the first time to try something new, hugely complex. Require lots of thoughts, planning, attention, and so on. Therefore, we need to either incentivize people a lot to do it or to do something that makes it incredibly easy. The first time, very, very different. And by the way, if you understand how public transportation works, it means you're not qualified to understand somebody who doesn't understand how public transportation works. People are facing a big challenge the first time when we do anything. Even small things really matter. So we need to think about the challenge of the first time we act differently. Then the second period is the time it takes to make this one-time action into a habit, something we're used to. So let's say I take public transportation, the first time is really tough, the next times after that are easy, but we need to think about the time until it gets to my routine. Until when I wake up in the morning, I don't ask myself, do I drive or take public transportation? It becomes the default. So period 1 is the first time, period 2 is the next set of times that takes to make something into our routine. Then we have the next period. It is already our routine. No need to worry. Now things are just moving along because of inertia. And what is the fourth period? The fourth period is when we fall off the wagon. Think about the diet. First time you figure out how to eat vegetarian, takes some time, then you do it for a while, you get used to it, then you're sailing, then something happened. You're off the wagon and you need to figure out something to go back on the wagon. So when we think about behavioral change, we need to think about these 4 periods. What's the first time? How do we help people make it the first time? How do we make it sustained for a while until people get a habit? Then we can leave it alone. But if people fall off the wagon, we need to figure out the mechanism to help them. So think about those 2 points. How do we make mobility come together with peace of mind, insurance? And how do we think about these 4 different types of stages of creating a healthy habit, and how do we integrate them into our offering? And again, sorry I can't be there with you this time, but hopefully next time. All the best. Bye for now.